jacaranda trees lining Milimani Road were just beginning their annual display, their vibrant purple blossoms mimicking a sky brushed with twilight seemed a cruel contrast to the despair settling over house number 8. Inside, James Koome, his face etched with the weariness of a man who had aged 10 years in one, stared at the empty space where the plush armchair used to be. It was just another casualty in their war against cancer. Anya Kananu, his wife, had been the heart of their home. Her laughter used to echo through the house, light and bubbly like the soda pops the children loved. Now, silence hung heavy in the air, broken only by the occasional cough from their youngest Kendi, who clutched Anya's favorite show, its familiar scent a fragile thread connecting her to her mother. James remembered the day the doctor had delivered the news. It was like the vibrant colors of his life had been leached away, replaced by a dull monochrome existence. Anya, ever the optimist, had clung to hope, enduring treatment after treatment, but the cancer, a relentless beast, had worn her down. The initial outpouring of support from the tight-knit community in Meru had been overwhelming. Friends brought food, neighbors offered prayers, and colleagues even organized a fundraiser at the local chama. But as the months bled into years, the support dwindled. People burdened by their own lives found it easier to look away. The first fundraiser had drawn hundreds, church members, school friends, even the mzee who sold mandazis at the corner. The second was half as full, the third a mere sprinkle, but the fourth, James was calling people he hadn't spoken to in years, their voices tinged with awkward sympathy. Desperation gnawed at him. He sold their prized Toyota Premio, the one they had dreamt of owning since their days at Kenyatta University. Then came the fridge, its once vibrant hum replaced by a chilling silence. The house, once a haven of laughter and warmth, became a monument of their loss. Despite the growing financial strain, Mzee Josiah, their kind landlord, a retired civil servant with twinkle on his eye, refused rent. He had lost his wife to a similar illness and understood the silent war James was fighting. Occasionally, Mama Josiah would drop off a pot of dengu or a basket of mangoes from the upcountry farm, a silent show of solidarity. Then came the ultimate blow. Juma, their bright-eyed firstborn, succumbed to pneumonia. The illness, a mere inconvenience for most, was a merciless foe for a body already weakened by grief. The house held its breath as they buried Juma under the shade of a lone acacia tree in Langata Cemetery. The jacaranda blossoms raining down on the mourners like spilled tears seemed an even crueler mockery. Anya, already a wisp of her former self, simply faded away. One morning, James found her still in bed, her peaceful face a mask for the turmoil within, her wrapped body, the once vibrant woman, reduced to a fragile shell, a silent testament to the monster that had ravaged their lives. Grief, a heavy cloak, suffocated James, but Kendi, his little girl with eyes mirroring Anya's, was a lifeline. He packed their meager belongings, the weight of their loss heavier than any physical burden. Mzee and Mama Josiah, tears welling in their eyes, hugged them goodbye, offering a silent prayer for their strength. James found refuge with Anya's family in a small village nestled amidst the rolling hills of Meru. Here, the rhythm of life was different. Mornings began with the crow of the rooster, and evenings were spent by the flickering firelight, sharing stories under the first canvas of stars. Anya's family embraced James and Kendi as their own. Kendi, initially hesitant, found solace in the warmth of her grandmother's embrace and the playful teasing of her cousins. James, surrounded by the gentle murmur of Meru dialect, slowly began to heal. He found work at a local coffee cooperative, his days filled with the invigorating aroma of freshly roasted beans. The evenings were spent helping Kendi learn her mother's language, her laughter echoing once again like a melody resurrecting from the ashes of despair. Life wasn't easy. There were days when the weight of the laws threatened to overwhelm him, but under the shade of the jacaranda trees, transplanted here from Nairobi, James found assembly.